Glad to see you again, welcome to the show. Do you like wildlife? Let's begin. The bearded vulture, also known as the lammergeier and ossifrage, is a very large bird of prey and the only member of the genus Gypaetus. This bird is also identified as Huma bird or Homa bird in Iran and Northwest Asia. It is listed as near threatened. The bearded vulture is the only known vertebrate whose diet consists almost exclusively of bone. It lives and breeds on crags in high mountains in southern Europe, the Caucasus, Africa, the Indian subcontinent, and Tibet, laying 1 or 2 eggs in midwinter that hatch at the beginning of spring. Populations are residents. It is essentially unmistakable with other vultures or indeed other birds in flight due to its long, narrow wings, and long, wedge-shaped tail. The tail is longer than the width of the wing. The tarsus is relatively small for the bird's size. The proportions of the species have been compared to a falcon, scaled to an enormous size. Unlike most vultures, the bearded vulture does not have a bald head. This species is relatively small-headed, although its neck is powerful and thick. It has a generally elongated, slender shape, sometimes appearing bulkier due to the often hunched back of these birds. The gait on the ground is waddling and the feet are large and powerful. The adult is mostly dark grey, rusty and whitish in colour. It is grey-blue to grey-black above. The creamy-coloured forehead contrasts against a black band across the eyes and lores and bristles under the chin, which form a black beard that give the species its English name. Like other vultures, it is a scavenger, feeding mostly on the remains of dead animals. It occupies an enormous territory year-round. The breeding period is variable, being December through September in Eurasia, November to June in the Indian subcontinent, October to May in Ethiopia, throughout the year in Eastern Africa and May to January in Southern Africa. Although generally solitary, the bond between a breeding pair is often considerably close. Biparental monogamous care occurs in the bearded vulture. The territorial and breeding display between bearded vultures is often spectacular, involving the showing of talons, tumbling and spiraling while in solo flight. The large birds also regularly lock feet with each other and fall some distance through the sky with each other. The nest is a massive pile of sticks, with a covering of various animal matter from food, after repeated uses. The female usually lays a clutch of 1 to 2 eggs, which are incubated for 53 to 60 days. After hatching, the young spend 100 to 130 days in the nest before fledging. The young may be dependent on the parents for up to 2 years, forcing the parents to nest in alternate years on a regular basis. Typically, the bearded vulture nests in caves and on ledges and rock outcrops or caves on steep rock walls, so are very difficult for nest-predating mammals to access. Wild bearded vultures have a mean lifespan of 21 years, but have been observed to live for up to at least 45 years in captivity. Thanks a lot for joining me. We'll look forward to your next visit, pretty soon. Till then, take care of yourself.